Hello and welcome to Scam Beta Central. Today's video is centered around making your virtual machine stealthy. Right, the first thing that you need to do is open Windows Explorer, go to Windows, scroll down to System 32, and once you're in there, type in the search box. First one is going to be MS Info 32, and once that comes up, you select your application, which is this one here, right click, copy, go to your desktop and save shortcut, paste shortcut. The next file that you'll be needing is regedit. Do exactly the same thing with that one, copy it and paste a shortcut to your desktop. Another one that you will be needing is device mgmt, unless it's, there you go, dev management, and again do exactly the same with that one. Make sure it's the C Windows System 32 version, and again to your desktop paste a shortcut. Another one that you're going to require is DXDiag, which is the DirectX tool. Again, copy and paste that also onto your desktop as a shortcut. This simplifies everything instead of having to go searching around all the time, which is very time consuming. You'll also need task management as well. Task mgmt, not quite sure how that one is spelt. Would help if I actually spelt it right. There you go, task manager. Same with this one, copy it and save that to your desktop as a shortcut. That's everything that we need in there. Right, down to the nuts and bolts. First things first then, let's open regedit 32. Click yes to user. Now the first thing that I would do is export the whole registry file. So if you put in here post editing and save that into documents, then if you do make a mess of it, you can always revert back to it. This will take a few seconds. Right, once that's completed, you need to go to HKey local machine. You need to go to system, current control set 1, go to enum, and within enum you have right click, click on permissions, and then add yourself here. What you need to do is you need to type in there your username. You can find your username by going to Windows Explorer, click on that down arrow, go to Control Panel, Users, and User Accounts, and there's your username there. So that's how you find it. Mine in this instance is Room PC. So if I go back to here and type in Room PC exactly how it's spelled, press OK, your username comes up, click OK. Now click on your username, you go to Advanced, click on room PC, your username, click on change, put in your username again, room PC, check names, click OK, replace owner on subcontainers and objects, and click that and click apply, and then replace all child object permission entries, so that'll be every entry after that enum, and then also click apply, click OK, click yes, click OK, and then finally click OK again. Click OK, or some of its subkeys, that's fine, and click OK. Now what you should be able to do now, if we go to our default monitor, you will find device description. If we actually click on that now, we can change that to whatever we want. Let's put in there Philips 230, let's say full HD plug and play monitor. Click OK, and there we go, that's changed. I wouldn't recommend anything else other than, say, maybe the manufacturer. Well, obviously this is going to be Philips. We'll just leave it for Philips at the moment and click OK on that. Now, if we minimize that and we go to where would be the best thing? Device management. Now if we click on monitors, which is down here, so it's still there. So let's go on to the next one, and same again, device description. We will call this a, what's my other one called? It's a Samsung. SM217 full HD widescreen. I'll just put plug and play, same as what we did with the other one. Plug and play monitor. Click OK on that one. And then if we go here to device manager, and then we go updates, where do we look? Scan for hardware changes, click on it, and it's changed my monitor there. So that's what you want. Now you want that on every single one of these here where it says VirtualBox. So you can see where we're going from here. So that's the first one done. So now we've done the monitors. The next one that we shall go to is our HD audio, and this is exactly the same thing. All we do here is look for this one here, which is device description, manufacturer, and that should be it. So double click on device description, put in what you want. I'm going to put on your sound blaster X5 HD surround sound audio device. Yes, click OK. Manufacturer is going to be Creative Labs. Creative Labs Incorporated, and press OK. Is that one done? Your next one is going to be your PCI. Now this is your graphics. Now it could be any one of these. Let's have a little click on that one. Right, device description. What do we have? Right, it's not that one, so we'll go down to the next one. Basic display adapter. So there, display adapter. So this one you can change to, I'm going to change mine to ATI 6800 series. Display adapter. That's a HD series display adapter. Click OK. Manufacturer, in this case it's American, oh sorry, Advanced Micro Devices. See, what else if I could spell? There you go. Advanced Micro Devices. Click OK on that one and make sure leave this for now. I think that should be everything on there. Let me just check. High def and audio. Right, so we can do that one as well. So we'll use a little bit of that, and we shall use Sound Blaster X-Fi high definition audio controller. That'll do for there, and manufacturer again will be Creative Labs. Click OK and go up to the next one, see what we got on that one. We won't have to change USB. Next one, Pentium, so we will have to change that one. Let's make this screen a little bit bigger and double click on device description. So I hate Intel, so that is not staying there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change that to AMD AMD processor. That will do. Phenom, yeah, just chuck anything in there. AMD Phenom processor, and manufacturer again is going to be Advanced Micro Devices. I spelt it right that time. Brilliant news. Go to the next one at the top. That there will be your internet, your driver for your wireless LAN or your LAN. HD, done that one, yes. Bottom one, we can leave that one for now. So if we now go and close all these and minimize that, and now we go to MS32, MS Info 32. What have we got here? Components, go to CD-ROM, we haven't changed that one as yet. Sound device, you've got Sound Blaster X-Fi. We have, this has to be changed as well. I know to do that one. If we go to storage, we go to drives, that should be okay. We need to do that one there. IDE. Right, so we'll leave it for that at this time. Okay, we have just done PCI. Now we go on to SCSI. It'd be best to leave that one for now. Go to storage, go to volumes, and we have, what do we got? Driver description, generic volume. Right, USB storage. Right, the next one that we're going to be going into is control. Now you may have to give yourself permission on that one as well. Alright, so if I add myself in there again, type in your username, press check names and click OK. And advanced, click on room PC, click change, room PC in here, check names, click OK. Replace there, click apply, click OK. Replace all child, click apply, click OK, click yes, and click OK again, and click OK there, and apply there, and click OK there. Now this one you are looking for video, and your video is there. There it is, 0, 0, 0. Now, who wants to stick with a Microsoft Basic Display adapter? Nah, not me. So we will have AMD HD 6800 series display adapter. Manufacturer, where do we have that? Do we have manufacturer, provider name? Yes, we have that one, and this was AMD. We'll type it in there. Advanced micro devices, and click OK on that one. There shouldn't be anything else in this. No. Now, if I remember correctly, this particular one here, which is H key local machine system control set 001 control video, that one corresponds with DX diag and display. So if we go to display, and yes, it's that one there. We still have a little bit more there, but I have made a reg file for this one, because one thing that I found with this one is that every time that you shut down your Windows and you boot it up from literally boot, these three change. Oracle, VirtualBox, all those three change. So what I usually do with this one, I make a little reg file with the information that I need to change on these three, possibly with that one as well, can't remember. Change these three, and if I ever have to reboot it, I'll reboot it, go into where I've put this reg file, double click it, and it's ready to go. Another thing that I do as well within VirtualBox is I won't create a snapshot with it actually shut down. What I will do, I will boot into Windows. In Windows, I will run the reg file so that this information is changed, and then I'll take a snapshot as it's run, after it's run. So then it's more of a saved snapshot as opposed to an unloaded snapshot. So that's what I do there. So yeah, we've changed a little bit in there. Right. Let's have another little look in there to see if we've got anything else. Right, basic display. Let's have a wee look. Let's go here. We're looking for that basic display. No, it's not in there. So it doesn't look as though we've got anything in there. Microsoft, yeah, we'll change that one too. Basic display adapter, well, this is going to be a AMD HD 6800 series display adapter. Put that in there. Shouldn't need to change anything in volatile settings. Leave services alone. Video, we can leave that one alone too for now. And now let's try DXDiag again. Go to display. So we've still got that up there. Right, let's have a quick check in MS Info and go to display. So we've still got a few there. That one's changed, adapter type. So there. So as you can see, it's quite a long process doing all this. Let's have a look in Task Manager. Wrong one. Device Manager even. What have we got here? Audio is done. No, it's not. Computer, disk drives, we got to do those. CD-ROM drive. USB is good. Keyboard should be good. Mouse should be good. Monitors is done. We can leave that one. Processors, AMD Phenom is done. There's our Sound Blaster X-Fi. Storage controllers, devices. That's done. So we're getting there slowly. Right, let's see what else that we can find. Let's have a look in current control set, same place. PCI. So we've changed that one, AMD, yes. Now usually when you change the one, it changes the other one as well. ISA bridge, leave that one there. Let's double click that desktop adapter, leave that one there. Leave that one there. Leave that one there. Standard SATA controller, we're good with that. Don't mind that at all. Device description. What we are going to do with that though is that, because you don't need it anyway. Again, manufacturer, get rid of that. I don't need that there. Base system device, local information, device description. Quite sure what that does. Let's have a look. Device manager, base system device, that's that one there. So what we could do We shall put that as, let's make something up. I know what will be interesting. Let's put a webcam in there. No. Don't worry, we will leave that as it is. Right. Right, HD audio. Let's make sure we got nothing else in there that needs to be changed. Let's maximize this. Device description, yes. Internal. Creative Labs. I think that's everything. There's a lot of this stuff in there. You really do have to be careful with this, because if you make the wrong one, it can prevent your computer from booting up. So you got to be really careful in what you do. I'll show you what I do now when I look for things to change. And I learnt this from many times having to reinstall Windows. Right, let's current config, local machine, current user. I don't think there was anything in current user. System, current control set. I don't think there was. Don't look like it. Right, so we'll right, this is the next section. Now in this one we're going to be looking for specific things that we want to find. So we're going to be looking for things within Device Manager that we want to change. Go for VBox HA hard disk. Again, keep them the same. Right, we've got one here. VBox hard disk. Double click on friendly name, change that to say Samsung SHD 500 gigabyte hard disk. Manufacturer Samsung Electronics, and then go back to Device Manager, scan for hardware changes, and here we go. There, that's that one done. Now we're going to have a look at the DVD CD-ROM drive, DVD-ROM drive. So we want this one here, and we can call this a light on DVD RW LI 1865. I'll do. It doesn't have to be specific. It's not as though you're going to be going on Google and looking for it. Friendly name here, we want to change that one to as well to light on DVD-RW drive. Save that. Manufacturer is going to be on incorporated. That'll do for that one. And leave everything else alone. And once you've done that, go back to scan for hardware changes. So we've got our hard drives done, display adapter done, our DVD drive done, monitors done. Don't worry about that, because you can use that as one of the reasons why you're actually phoning up tech support to say, oh, you know, you got a problem with one of my devices is not working, and that's just a good enough excuse then to for them to turn around and try and rip you off. Sound blaster, storage controllers. Is there anything else that we need to change in there? Right. The AMD Phenom processor to PCI bridge. Right, if we go back out of here and we go into, actually it was enum, that's going to be in PCI. We just got to find the one that we're looking for. There we go. It's that one there. So device description, double click it. There you go, get rid of that. That's everything. And action, scan for hardware changes, that's that sorted. Make sure there's nothing else that's got VBox in it. Right, Microsoft Virtual Drive Enumerator. So we go back up to here, go to Find, and we look for Virtual Drive Enumerator. I have to think about that one then. Finished, didn't find it. Right, okay. Let's have a look for, I don't know if I actually spelled it properly. Let's try that again. The idea on this is to hide as much as possible from view. It is time consuming. It is time consuming, and it's a necessary evil, because the time that you go on and have a go at scam baiting, they'll find it sooner or later. So virtual drive, let's put virtual drive, see if we can find virtual drive. Actually, that might be a key. Let's go find, and we'll add key, and not a whole string. Now I'll show you a little trick. When you're looking for something that you can't find, or you find multiple instances of the same thing that you're looking for, I'll show you a trick into changing it without messing it up. Right, this one here, virtual drive. Now let me show you that trick. Now if we go, it's there, right? If I now double click on that, cut it, write it back, double click on it again, write it in, don't press OK, go to Action, on your device manager, scan for hardware changes. Now it should disappear. So that's what I mean, look. It's there, it's still there, so it's not that one. So we can put that back and we can go looking for it again. Find next. So again, double click it, cut, click OK. Double click it, paste, go to device manager, action, scan for hardware changes, and you look to see if it's gone. Can't seem to see that anyway. Yep, it's changed. Unknown device. So we know that that particular one is there. So what else have we got in here? What you were looking for is anything to do with VirtualBox, virtual machine, Oracle, anything. Because scammers, this is their favourite one to look at. Excuse me, nice. You've got to look for everything. Standard H, USB, audio. Now we can change this to speakers. We can keep that as it is. Batteries. Right, let's go in for a little search on that high definition audio device. Again, we go in there, we go to find, and we put in HIGH, high definition audio device. That's not going to matter. And go for a search. Now do the same routine with this one. Right, so what we do now, we go here and we found the first one, and you can Control and X to cut and Control V to paste. Now go to there and scan for hardware changes. So it's not that one. So if it's not that one, could it be in MS Info? So if we go to there and we go to multimedia, sound device, so that one's already changed, so it's not in there. What about then DX Diag? This is going to be in sound. We got speakers there, so we'll close that one. So it's not going to be that one, so no. Find next, press F3 to find the next one. Direct sound, no, that's DirectX if I'm right. Speakers, no, I am absolutely wrong. Let's just make sure. No, it's not that one. So what we can do with that one, I can't see that anywhere else, so we'll Control X, friendly name, Control V, and scan for hardware changes. No, it is not. It is not. What else are we looking for? Speakers, high definition. Again, Control X to cut. Click OK. Control V to paste. Now the reason why I'm opening it and then pasting it back in is because if you use DX Diag, it wipes it out of the clipboard for some reason. I don't know why. So now we've done that, we'll go for scan hardware changes, so it's not there. Into DX Diag. Go into sound, it's not there either. So we can leave that as it is, or you can set F3 again. Right, we have multimedia devices, high definition audio device. That could be there. Actually, we could change that. No, it's probably not a good idea to change that actually. What I will do, I will see where it is. Control X to cut, and double click, Control V to paste, and scan for hardware changes. It's not in there. What about in DX diag? It's not in there either. Exit MS Info 32 and sound device. No, that one's already done, so it's not that one. So no, we don't need to change that one. So we can pull that one back in. We don't need to change that one. Click F3. Microphone. Now that might be interesting. So Control X to delete or cut. Click OK. And Control V to paste. Click Action. Scan for hardware changes. It doesn't appear to be in there. Can't see it. Try DX diag. Speakers, HD audio. It's not in there either. So we could put that one back. So we'll pull that one back without touching it. F3, look for the next one. Headphones. No, microphone if anything. Speakers. Again, Control X. Control V. Scan for hardware changes. It's not in there. DX diag. Right, speakers. We've got that one there, so we know where that one is. So what we shall do, we shall put in there, speakers are going to be Creative 7.1 surround sound speaker system. And then let's have another little look. Scan for hardware changes. Go to sound, speakers, Creative Labs. That's good. That's good enough for me. F3. High definition audio device. High definition audio device. Let's see if it's in there. Control X. Double click, Control V. Sound. No, we're all good on DX diag. And actions, scan for hardware changes, is not in anywhere in there. So we can put that one back. Let's look for the next one. What you're basically doing, I want to get that one there, see, I want to get them speakers. So, what are we looking at? Properties. Trying to find out device parameters. Control X. Double click Control V. Scan. No. So pull that one back. Search for the next one. Control X. Control V. No, it's not that one, so we search again for the next one after putting that one back. F3, Control X, Control V, and scan for hardware changes. Here we go, there it is there, unknown device. So if we take that out from there and we put in my speakers, we will go in with Creative 7.1 surround sound. Manufacturer, in this case is going to be Creative Labs. Device description, audio endpoint, we can leave that as it is. Right, now scan, there you go, job done. And now we're looking for the microphone, so that's going to be in here somewhere as well. So we are in there. Microphone, there's the microphone. Friendly name, and we will use Creative Fatality, Creative Fatality headset microphone. G. Yeah, we'll spell that properly. And if we now do scan for hardware changes, there we go, microphone's done, speakers is done. So that should be everything. Now what you will find is that when you make a VirtualBox and you install Windows on it, a lot of the information is going to be taken off the original computer anyway, your donor computer, or your host computer if you will. So a lot of the stuff you're not going to need to change. But it is like I said, you have to be very, I can't stress that enough, you have to be very careful with messing around in the registry, because I've done it a few times, especially when I first got into computers. I was playing around, didn't know, have a clue what I was doing, and it was all good up until you turned the computer off and you turned it on, and you're expecting it to turn on, but nothing happens. So it's a bit of a piss off, because it's installing everything is time consuming. And just have a little click around as well to see what you can find. See if we can find our VirtualBox. Friendly name, it's not there. No, Right, that's right. Another thing that I like to do as well. I know there's no point doing it, but I like doing it because the last thing that you want to do is you want to be sitting on the phone talking to a scammer. He looks in your registry and finds that all your keys are expanded, because it's like if they're going to be going on somebody's computer, a normal user is not going to have all their keys expanded in registry editor because they don't even know that it exists. And it's exactly the same with your task manager as well. If I show you, if you go on task manager, you know, your average everyday user isn't going to even know that this information exists on your computer. So before you scam bait, before you take that final snapshot of your virtual machine, ensure that you close this up and you close it. Also make sure that all your registry keys are collapsed, because if you don't and a scammer looks on your computer and they see all your keys like this, they're going to know straight away that this is no ordinary computer user. You know, your average computer user just about knows how to switch a computer on and switch it off, surf the internet. They ain't going to know anything about registry keys or processes. So the less chance that you give them for them to think that you are just your average user, instead of, you know, this guy knows what he's doing, because why else is he opened, why else is registry editor open, why else is it, or maybe task manager. So always make sure that you close everything, collapse everything, get rid of these. That's another telltale sign. Get rid of these as well. What else? Let's just have a little quick on here first to have a little look to make sure there's nothing that we have forgotten or we've missed. So there's nothing on there that we've missed. Right, so that's device manager is done. So we can get rid of that one. Delete it. Now let's have a little look on this one. Let's have a look in components and CD-ROM. Description light on. We've still got to get rid of that, but we'll leave that one later. I'll show you a workaround on this one. Sound device, sound blaster, surround sound. That's good. Display. Virtual box adapter type. Yes, okay. So that one there, adapter type. Let's run this again, and now if I remember correctly, that one was in software. Where are we? Current control set. Control. I'm sure I was in video. Positive. Which one are we in? Data description, hardware. There we go. This is there. Now, if we go into DXDiag as well, and if we have a look in there, now you've got system model, which is there. I think that's the only one. Chip type there, DAC type there, and that. And this, I believe, is where all that comes into play. So what we do, we change the adapter string. Adapter string is the AMD HD6800 series. Even my atrocious spelling again. Display adapter. Let's change that one. BIOS string. Award system BIOS and chip type. We can have that as award also. And DAC type. This is going to be advanced micro devices. Click OK on that one. Memory size. If we change that to decimal and we put in there let's put in there a number and see what comes up. Right, don't do nothing with that, don't need to close it. Go to refresh. Right, all that information is changed. If we go to dxdiag, and we've still got that there, let's go into display. All that's changed. So what you need to do with this one is if you right click or left click on this 0, go to export and put in export as dx clear.reg or dx clear. And that will save all of those. It would probably be a really good idea to have a look at that, then edit it. And all you really want to look, the only things that you want to keep that there. In fact, delete that, delete that, delete this driver information because you don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. ID you don't need that. Description you want to keep. Feature score, delete that. Keep all this. Keep that as well. This you can get rid of and then resave it. And then what will happen then if you reboot the VM, you will notice that if you go into dxdiag after that reboot, and in certain circumstances in here as well with this, and I think that's about the only one, if you go into dxdiag it will actually change. It will change it from what was written in there now to what was written in there with Oracle, VirtualBox and all that bullshit. But this pretty much clears it. Right, I'll close it there because it's gone on for like 35 minutes. I will see you in the next one. Right, that should be enough on the registry entry. So what we're going to do now, we're going to collapse all these registry keys. So it'll look as though it's not been touched. Remember what I was saying earlier on about if a scammer sees all these registry keys expanded, they'll just hang up the phone, or they'll attempt to destroy your virtual machine, which they've done that to me on a number of occasions. And do exactly the same, so we can make that small, a little tiny thing there. We can close that. And now, first of all, first thing that we do is if we now go into Windows System 32, where do we? There we go. Windows System 32, and go down to come on, bugger. Sys. Now you're looking for sys key. Another thing that scammers like to do is to lock your computer, lock you out of your own computer. Now this, what I'm going to show you how to do is to prevent that from happening. So if you go to see Windows System 32, go down to syskey, right click on it, select Properties, click on the Security tab, go to Advanced Users, change Room-PC, edit, right, deny access on all of these. Even them. Click OK, click yes to continue, and click OK on that. Now if you run it, you can't do it. And even if you do a sys key, it won't run. Now I've seen lots of scammers go into sys key and try and lock you out of your computer, but it kind of throws them off a little bit because they don't know what's going on. But another tool that they'll use system lock, and they'll lock you out of your computer that way. It's no biggie. It's just basically when they hit this sys key and they try to lock your PC and it comes out you don't have permission, it kind of drops them back a little bit and starts them panicking. So that's sys key sorted out. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to open each one of these now one by one. So we've still got system manufacturer, system model on there to be done. Everything there appears to be okay. Sound is also done. Microsoft. There's not going to be anything on there, so DX Task Manager as well, because they like playing in here. Another thing that I would advise you to have a look at. Now, one thing that I would like to make you aware of is that I have not installed Oracle VirtualBox Editions. I haven't installed it. For number one reason is it's not the easiest thing to get off your computer other than by uninstalling it. And let's go into Control Panel a minute and have a look on uninstall programs. Make sure there's nothing in there that says Oracle, which is not. And somewhere else that I want to go into in regedit is local machine, software, Microsoft, and we're looking for an install. Let's have a look in Windows. Current version and Explorer, and we're looking for an install. There's an install, so look what we got in here. There's nothing in there, that's good. Right, so what I'm going to do now is collapse all those. And then close out of that by collapsing everything. Cancel that and then go, excuse me, and then we go from there then to using those, at least the one tool for now. Right, so I'll stop it there. Okay, I have to do that again because I didn't record the video. Right, so once this is installed up MS Info 32 version 1, what you need to do, you need to open File Explorer, go to C, Windows, System 32, go down to MS Info, which is there. Now the original one, you're going to have to click on it, you're going to have to click Properties, go into Security, you're going to need to edit, preferably at Administrators, click on Edit, and allow everything, full control for your username. Once you have done that, then you need to rename the original one to MS Info 32 ORI, or if you wish you can delete it. I would suggest not to. Once you've done that, then you go to Windows, System, SysWow 64 again, go down to actually it's you in this one. You've got this MS Info up, MS Info 32. Copy it. Go to System 32. Then paste it into it. And once you've done that, then you will go and find it and you will rename it to msinfo32.exe. Where are we? And then open a command shell, cd to the root directory, do a dir, and we're looking for, if you run now, vbox info mod. Press OK to continue. You want to modify VM, and then what you have to do then is to select your virtual machine that you want to modify, and you can use the Bait Machine 3. You can't use the actual Bait Machine 3 name because it spaces in there, and you can't enclose, you can't use quote marks or single quote marks, so you have to use the actual identification instead. So once you've put that in, again, highlight it, Control C, the name, Control V then to paste it into your command console like so, press enter. And your system manufacturer can be Gigabyte Technologies, System Manufacturer Technologies, System model can be GAMA790 FXT UD5P. Press enter. This one's optional, the system BIOS build date. Well, we can have that as 07 06 2011. Press enter. Now, a word of warning. Make sure that VirtualBox is shut down. Your current VirtualBox is shut down, and also just to be on the safe side, make sure VBox is actually shut down completely. Once it's shut down, press continue. Press OK to continue. Now it will start the virtual machine, hopefully. Right, we're not far from there. Right, once you've renamed it to MS Info 32, double click it, maximize it. I would. If you Control Alt and Q, you'll bring up the control panel. Change in here whatever you want. If you're running Windows 8, put Windows 8 in. If you're running something else, put that in. System name, your username, what kind of system manufacturer it is. So in this case it's Gigabyte Technologies. Put that in there wrong. Your system module, whether it's a 64 base computer or a 86. Put in your processor, as close to the original processor as you can. BIOS version, date, put that in there. SM BIOS, change that as well if you want to. This Windows directory is going to be pretty much the same. Your locale, don't really need to touch that. As I said earlier on, your room PC, username, your time zone, how much physical and virtual memory you have, total page file sys, and click apply on that. With your services, I would have a mixture of on and off, running unstopped. So there's that. Click OK, and that should be all good. Just to confirm that it is worked. It has worked. No VBox, which is great. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do one final check to make sure that everything is hidden. Yes, that's good. Display, there's nothing in there. Main driver, we ain't too bothered about the main driver. Speakers, there's nothing to say that it's there, so MS Info will be absolutely all good too, because we've just changed it. It's best to make sure. Go to components, CD-ROM, sound device, that's okay. Display, ain't too bothered about that. There's no infrared on here, so look at the drives. It's good. that's good. SCSI, IDE, that's good. Software environment variables. God, somebody spelled that wrong. Startup programs. Okay, so that system information looks good. Now let's have a look in Task Manager. Gone. Right, so I think we would be ready to go.